hand over to Ryan because,
We're totally going to do a Q&A session for all the rabid fans that have been demanding it. So we
The
can.
Q&A that no one asked for.
Everyone's been asking for it, I tell you. Tens of people have asked for this. And
I totally agree with you, though. We've definitely got to get ourselves out there more.
it shall help people to know us, to know the people behind the gamer tags. And on that note, we should probably give our name and gamer tag so people can know who's talking and when.
Well,
I'll start.
Ryan, you take the stage.
Because I get super awkward in moments like this, so I get it out of the way as soon as possible. I'm Ryan. My gamer tag is quite obviously the one true Ryan, which is a Rick and Morty reference. I don't just think I'm the best Ryan that ever existed. And that's about it. Ian?
I am Ian. And my gamer tag is A. Because when I chose A, it was really cool to put X's on the start and the back of your name, so I chose A's instead. That's pretty much it. Anyway.
And that's how old you are.
Yeah.
X's at the beginning and the end, when it was cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm Amber, and my gamer tag is blueberries and cream. Spelled incorrectly, otherwise it wouldn't fit. I can't remember the reason why it was blueberries and cream. But usually in these little circles, or the ones that I've been attending recently, I have to say my name and the name of my child, because it only seems to be mothers' meetings that I attend. So I'm Amber, and I have a 7-month-old called Ralph.
Huh.
Next.
I am Catherine, and my username is Cat Has No Name.
Which is a lie, because you have a name.
Yes, well, this was name was donated to me by my brother, who created my account. You should have heard the one I had before.
Is it a reference to
Game of Thrones? Yes, that was the one. Reference to Game of Thrones, but Ian kindly gave me the name Warty Object. My very first ex.
That seems more appropriate.
Thanks. Cheers. Probably now, yeah. Not so much when I was,
Equally, as I've tried to explain several times, Microsoft allocate you a dumb name, which you're allowed to change once and for free.
Don't even try and justify it, Ian. You did it deliberately, and we all know it.
I think my original one was something like Plausible Web, completely nonsensical name. How did we meet one another?
Oh, that's great. What a great question.
What, you and
Ian, how did you meet Catherine?
I was born first, and my parents decided to
try it harder.
Bless us all with.
The first attempt was disappointing.
And they failed. They continued.
So, Catherine and Ian met basically just outside the womb.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's probably more interesting than how you met is probably where you met. In what part of the world?
Oh, well, I guess I must have met you in Florida. I'm not sure whereabouts. I can't remember where you were born now, but yeah.
Sanford.
Orlando. Sanford, that's the one.
Yeah. Because they are gun-carrying Americans.
Proper Hicktown. Rednecks and that.
Yeah, apparently you're red.
You're the most chubby Americans I've ever known.
The drinking of
tea and eating of fish we were raised in Britain.
British. Yeah. I guess then I met Ian, how many years ago, Ian? 20? Nearly? 18?
Probably more than that.
I love all the old stories that I hear about.
Yeah, but you were still at school when you knew Ryan, weren't you?
No.
Just
The
after
first time I
school,
met
wasn't
it, first time I met Ian, well, actually, he took my place in my works football team, and he didn't even work there. He was just that
No.
much of a better footballer than me that they kicked me out and put Ian in the team.
Is that true?
No, actually, no, it's not. I'm very lazy about clubs and stuff. I can join them for a little while and then I'm out. And so they replaced me with you. That was actually the first time I met you.
With somebody that didn't even work with you.
Yeah, I was a ringer.
He was our mate Dan's friend. We got a co-friend called Dan, and that's how we basically know each other.
Ah, mutual friends.
Yes.
What?
That's cool.
Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, yes, the
Oh.
Reg.
Dan, the bin man from Bidden Dan.
Yeah, that Dan.
Yes. And you two, how you?
Well, I obviously know you, Ryan, through my brother.
Yes, actually, I was thinking about this earlier. I actually remember it.
So Ryan and Catherine, you've known each other for probably the same amount of years as Ryan and Ian.
No, I don't think so.
Roughly, but the first time I actually remember seeing Catherine was at a barbecue in Ian's backyard.
Nice.
And I
it is.
this foxy lady over here.
Yeah, right.
And then she spoke, and I was like, "Oh my god, that woman."
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Oh, fucking hell, bro. Make sure there's blood coming out of his steak or I'll fucking slap you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bro, these sausages don't look done to me, oh, you piece of toilet.
Pretty sure I wasn't worried about the food.
No,
Anyway.
he was chasing children around and being a mum.
Yes. It sounds more accurate. So, yes, but how long had you two been friends before I'd met you?
Probably a couple of years. I think this was in Gravesend at this barbecue.
Oh, was it the Gravesend house?
Yeah.
Oh, so it
You
wouldn't
wouldn't have remembered me because I was in my being quiet, sitting in the corner phase.
Well, I was chasing children, so I probably only that reason.
Yeah. Well, it meant something to me, all right.
I'm sorry. My time was very much occupied with my boys at the time.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what happened yesterday, Ryan. Don't take it personally. My memory is really bad.
And did the last two? How did you two meet over here?
Oh, you should tell this story.
Well,
I know part of the story because he wouldn't stop going on about it for weeks.
Well, we met at work, and I remember you started there at Europa, and you started there about a year after me.
November 2020.
Yeah, a couple of years after me then. And
Yeah.
Oh,
You're very close.
sorry. That happens. And yeah, essentially, we kicked it off pretty well. I thought we got on really well, and I found out like a couple of weeks later he was married. I was like, oh.
Yeah, like I thought we were friends.
Oh.
We were friends. we were friends at first. I was married, and that didn't work out.
Suddenly, Ian decided he was really needed to go to the gym a lot.
Maybe, but also then someone else. Sorry, guys, but I had another boyfriend. And I know it happened.
I had a girlfriend at the time as well, and
yeah. Well, I saw him giving me eyes. I saw the eyes. I see the eye. I understand the eyes now. I just didn't know what they were at the time. You know, it's a lot of eye contact.
Yeah,
it's very much like a lot.
But, oh hi, how are you today?
Oh my god, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go and get some lunch, so I've got to walk past Ian like this, like all the time. Oh, okay. But no, yeah, the boyfriend didn't work out, and I invited you round for a cup of tea, didn't I?
Yeah,
cup of tea.
I remember that cup of tea.
Was there a lot of tea drunk on that occasion? Was there?
I didn't even have a kettle.
Oh, I had a kettle. I had a kettle. Yeah, the rest is history. So
Yes,
like I've been here this whole time, and then obviously I then shortly met you, Ryan, and then shortly after that I met you, Catherine.
Oh my God, I get introduced.
And then I was just part of the family.
in the right order of priority there as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I did meet Ryan first, though. I'm sure I did.
Didn't we? Yeah, we went cycling, didn't we?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the story of how we all met.
Yeah.
I feel like such a latecomer. You guys have known each other for years.
Well, time is overrated. Time is not everything, is it? It's not. It matters, but not that much.
You've slotted right into the group nicely.
Oh, thanks. You haven't really had much choice because I birthed Ian's child. So.
Yeah, this is the downside to birthing Ian's children.
They stuck with us forever.
So that brings us on to gaming related topics. We covered it slightly in our impromptu pod. Was that really a pod? Because are you really making a pod if you are not aware that you're making a pod?
That's a question. More authentic.
Yeah,
it's a question for philosophers.
Honestly, that was just, I could hear the frustration in everyone. Like, we're just following Catherine's map. It is 2 hours in, and I'm thinking, the dot's getting no bigger. Like, I've got to like start guiding this and not being so hostile because I'm going to get murdered soon.
People should definitely check out that video if they want to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, Podcraft on YouTube. It's like between episode 8 and 9, is that right? Or episode 9 and 10?
That's correct. Between 8 and 9.
Yeah. 8 and 9.
I like that one.
Spotify now.
Oh, yeah, now on Spotify.
So in that pod, we covered some of the games that we liked. So people can listen to that if they want an in-depth answer. So, like, what's a one game answer to favourite game?
Well, I guess it's still me. Fallout 4, but then I've got many of the favourite games, you know. It's not just one. But it depends what time frame you're talking about. If you're talking about now, or if you're talking about no, you can't. That's wrong. That should be
if you're on a desert island with only one game, what are you taking?
Yeah, that's it. That's the question.
You know what? It would probably be Minecraft rather than anything.
So you can build yourself a boat and get off the island.
Exactly that, yeah. It's the one game that I can play 4 hours and not be bored of it or be too stressed out by it that I just can't, you know, you can chill out.
See, that's interesting.
Under pressure.
The game for me where I could be like, oh yeah, I could play it for ages, obviously would be The Sims 4 because I am a sim head. But even that, I couldn't play it for more than a couple of hours. I get achy knees, my hips start to hurt. I need to walk around. Like, I don't think I have a game yet.
Yeah, so you just have a walking break. You put your control, you just get up and move and then, you know, make a cup of tea and then move back.
Are you fluent in Simlish?
I'm not, unfortunately. I can't actually remember a lot of it because I played so much as a kid. And then I played a load when I was pregnant. But obviously I then gave birth. And I don't know about you, but after you give birth, you lose a lot of your memory. And I can't remember loads of stuff.
Oh, is that why I don't have any of my memory?
Yeah, it could be. Like, definitely. I feel like I've just forgotten what it felt like being pregnant. I feel like I've forgotten everything that I did whilst I was pregnant. So actually thinking about it, like, for the hours that I spent gaming while I was pregnant, which was a lot, I think, or more so on average for me as someone that doesn't game very regularly. And I can't remember any of the sim language.
I didn't realise that was even a language. I thought it was just a load of gibberish.
It is, but like specific ones stick out. And can't think of what they are right now.
I didn't realise that it had been translated into like you could actually know what it meant. Like, remember the first time I ever played Sims? I thought the game was broken. I was so pissed off because I couldn't understand what they were saying. And I didn't want to play it anymore. I remember getting young and having a bit of a tantrum and thinking what a load of waste money. And then it was only when one of my darling children came in and explained to me, Mum, that's just how they talk. It's Sim language. I was like, well, that's ridiculous.
You could just say that I'm like not an actual Sims fan because I can't remember the Sim language. I've never paid for like any mods on Sims. I refuse to pay for it.
But you enjoy it though, don't you?
I like
a great deal.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, so then you are,
But yeah,
because it's how much you love it, I suppose, and enjoy playing it.
The original like Sim City, and it was a disc at the time that you had to put into your tower computer, and that was the first thing that the Sims started out with. I think was you had to build the city. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
I didn't play games on a PC ever.
Oh yeah, that's how I started playing games.
SimCity 3000 was a bloody awesome game. It was so good. It's terrible now. Look at it now; it looks awful. At the time, what a game! What a game!
Anyway, this isn't a pod about Sims.
It is about the games you enjoy, but but yeah, no. So I'm not the greatest fan of that, but I didn't play PC games, so I don't know anything about that one. I think I was a PlayStation gamer many years ago.
Yeah, I played a lot of PlayStation games. I played a lot of 2-player because obviously I've got a younger sister and we're 18 months apart. And so a lot of the games we played, we liked the same, like, Crash Bandicoot, Kart, whatever that was called. Half-Life. We used to play Half-Life.
I mean, we're really old. So we used to play consoles that our dad played, like... What were them consoles called?
Atari.
Yeah, that's it. And the ones with the weird controller, is that one?
Yeah, Atari. So you the old Ataris, you have the settings and how many players and what level you're on. It's all on a switch on the back of the console. You choose all that on the console, and then if you're playing a stick game, you've got like a joystick with one button, or you have a paddle game where you have a little paddle with a button on the side. Of my
gaming life.
Yeah. So.
And then a Nintendo grey box thing. Do you remember when you got one of them?
Yeah, Nintendo Entertainment
so excited
System
about that.
with the flappy flap on the front.
Yeah.
We got Super Mario 3. And I had the little portable. Yes.
And the little portable Nintendo that I used to carry around with me religiously.
This is totally...
That was not the point, I know, sorry.
Yeah, good concise answers. Well done. Ian? Have you got a favourite game or series of games?
Oh my god, this is such a massive question for me. Also,
do you find that you've lost memory since you gave birth?
I don't remember.
Very good, very good.
Not a clue. As for favourite games, I struggle with that question because I love Minecraft for the accessibility. Everyone can play it. It's not the best game. I'm going to go out there and say it. It's not the best game. It's alright. It's quite good. It could be better. But because everyone can play it, it doesn't matter if you've got a phone or a 10-year-old laptop or a top-of-the-line computer or an Xbox or a PlayStation. You can all just play it together. And it's an adventure to be had by everyone. So with people, it's probably stupid Minecraft. But again, I'd rather we were all playing Ark.
Yeah, I did have a tiny session of Ark, I remember, and it was intense. I really enjoyed it. And I think it was only about 20 minutes long, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think I spent the whole time going, whoa, and trying to train a dodo or something. That was fun.
But you know what? So I've actually completely changed my mind anyway. My favourite game, the most fun experience I've ever had is Star Citizen.
I haven't played that yet.
No, and you probably won't ever because they'll never finish it, and every time they fix it, they would break it again, and it'll only ever be on PC. It's really hard to get a good session. You have to catch it at the right time. And
it's kind of a rogue shout, isn't it? Because it's not entirely a game yet.
Nah, it gets more of a game all the time, and it still has more in it than any other space game. And in a lot of non-space games, like some of the planets you can go to and the things you can do there, you can do more, like just on the planet than you can on games that are based on a planet. That makes sense.
It is very visually impressive, which is kind of what I like in a game, like high levels of realism and detail, which is obviously why I love Minecraft so much. Because look at us square-headed fools.
Yeah.
No, but for me, I guess Fallout and the Fallout series of games is probably my most played games in terms of hours. So they would have to be my favourites.
Remember first playing Fallout 3?
Yes, I do. In fact, you introduced me to it. Dan makes another appearance because we were at Dan's. And I didn't think I'd like it because it looked like a lot of menus and a lot of fiddling about with stuff, and I wasn't really into RPGs.
Yeah.
But it was, it really got me into it. It's amazing, like the amount of choice you can have and playing things your own way and that. It's really.
Unlike a lot of games where they penalise you for doing something that's deemed evil or like killing a character that's part of the story, in Fallout they're like, oh, you killed him, now you can't do what he wants anymore. Move on. It doesn't like take you back or anything. It's
I love it.
Yeah.
It was my first experience of that kind of game, and it's ones I've tried to find ever since, like big open world, multiple choice games. So that's games.
Is that kind of your answer, Ryan? Like that would be your favourite game?
Yeah, Fallout 4 out of all of them, but all the Fallouts I've played, I've enjoyed basically.
Yeah, that's cool. What was that really scary game that you made me play? Well, you were playing and you made me sit with you because you were like, it's too scary to play alone, Ian. What was that?
That was a heavily modded.
That was like a movie.
No,
is it that zombie thing? Zombie game?
Not the zombie one you're thinking of. Not Dying Light 2.
Dying Light.
It wasn't Dying Light, although that, trust me, if you play that all ray traced up on extreme graphics, and that is horrific.
Yeah, no, I don't do night missions on that game.
But yeah, so that it wasn't that. It's a Hirojimo Kijimino game.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Walking.
Yeah,
that guy. It's got the chap from Walking Dead in it.
The Daryl Dixon. Or
I don't know.
The bow and arrow dude.
That is such a great game. I forgot. That was another one that I don't like playing on my own because it's so weird and such weird stuff happens. You're just not expecting it.
I've never heard of that one.
You have to deliver boxes.
Okay, sorry I asked. But yeah.
Fuck, what's that called?
So I totally edit out the big pause.
Sorry.
I will literally edit it out.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it just paused for it felt like fucking 30 seconds or something like that. It probably wasn't even that long. I actually opened my phone and I was like, why aren't you playing? And it was still playing, and I was like, well, that's poorly edited.
Shit, what's it called?
Okay, well, I'm
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding,
Death
yeah.
Stranding
Death Stranding.
And Striker.
Death Stranding. So I was actually fine with it to start off with. I wanted to play along with Amber because it was like she said, it was very much like a movie.
It stopped quite a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, and really high quality cutscenes, well acted.
Yeah, really fun.
But then I had my first unaided encounter after about 3 hours play. This is my first unaided encounter with the threat of the game, and I just noped out of it. I was like, nope, not doing this on my own. Thank you and good night.
Really? So it's scary then?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not expecting it to be as scary as it is, and all of a sudden it's just horrific. And
yeah, no, I watched the adverts for it, and I just thought, that looks really, really boring. And like the trailers and that, and I just thought, I don't think I've got the time for that. And I didn't investigate any further than what I'd seen of it being advertised. So Maybe I'll try it
So
if you think it's.
we're all obviously super experienced gamers. What about things outside gaming? What do you like to do outside gaming? Catherine?
Gaming? No. I don't do much outside of gaming. I like to go and watch movies and at the cinema. I
What's the
like
last movie
to
you
go.
saw?
I went and watched the new Beetlejuice 2 with Billy.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. Is it good?
Rubbish.
Yeah, well, I really like number 1, and I guess because it was all right. It was worth watching. I mean, I wouldn't say like it was amazing, but it was funny at parts. But I prefer the first one. Wasn't like great. I went and watched Aliens, the new one with Charlie.
My kids said that was really good.
That was good. I've not watched an Aliens movie in the cinema before. It's a very much different experience. I think I threw popcorn over the man sitting next to me multiple times, so he had a great time too in that movie with me. So I like to watch movies.
I really want to see that.
Occasionally. It was good.
I read a review of that movie, and the guy was like, "I really enjoyed it, but someone kept throwing popcorn at me."
For me, I do think I pissed him off a little bit, but I couldn't help it.
It was like 4D effect.
I thought we booked a 3D one, and I thought I don't think I could cope with that because I can't play the computer game of Aliens either. But that's we've had that subject, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was quite good. I mean, Aliens 2 will always be the best movie out of all of them.
I mean, Aliens.
Yes, the second one.
Yeah, Aliens. Because Aliens 2 would technically be Alien 3.
Oh my goodness, now you're making it confusing.
But it is because Aliens is Aliens 1 and Aliens is Alien 2.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'm sure people can keep up. I understand that.
There's multiple aliens now, so it must be the second movie.
There was,
Anyway,
sure there was multiple aliens in the
movies
first
is yours, yeah.
Yeah, movies, sorry. Carry on. Next question to the next person.
But then at the same time, I'm just going to throw in there, like, just for anyone listening, Catherine has 4 children. So, although she has she's also making sure all of her children do all of the hobbies that they want to do. So,
yes, I do. I am a mummy.
Yeah.
I am to children too. So, yes, I'm quite a
Yeah, that is was getting in the way of hobbies somewhat. But raising children, is that a hobby? I don't know.
Yeah,
it could be considered a hobby. The way you do it, it's done so many.
I do lots of gaming with my children. Does that count? That is a hobby for us. We do like to game in our home. All of us.
It totally counts.
So yes, and we have family as well, obviously.
Amber, got any hobbies?
I have many hobbies, as you all know. I have many hobbies, none of which I can pursue many of at the moment. Because
you got something against just sitting down and not doing anything sometimes.
Do you think that's a problem? Because honestly, like, the only time I sit down and do nothing is when I sit down and feed Ralph. And that is draining.
I mean, what are you here for?
Yeah, but you're not doing nothing, are you? If you're sitting down and feeding Ralph, isn't doing nothing. Your body is working extremely hard to produce.
Yeah, you know. So I really need
for him. So you're still not sitting down doing nothing.
But I have lots of hobbies. Obviously, main one being gym and fitness comes under a radar of hobbies / career. You know, never work a day in your life if the job that you do is your hobby, I guess. But also, I like bike riding. Probably comes under the fitness thing, but you know, everything I like to do is separate
in its own right. That is I like
walking. I go out walking a lot. I'm actually raising money for charity at the moment by doing lots and lots of walking. So, you know, a little shout out there to that one. And And I actually like doing the mum things. So me and Ralph go to baby classes, and I remember doing all that stuff with Jess as well. That was fun. So we do like yoga, we've done baby massage, we've done baby sensory. And just a lot of socialising with other parents and like-minded people. Ian, what are my other hobbies? Because I can't remember what they even are at this stage. At the moment, I feel like I'm just a cow constantly producing milk. And that's just the main thing that I do. But I know that I do other things.
I know you like to cycle. You like to gym. You run. Once
upon a time, I did quite a lot of running. Yeah. I think the last time I logged a run on Strava though was the beginning of August. So can I even count myself as a runner if I haven't been running for over 2 months?
I think so.
Yeah, you're definitely way ahead of me. Can't remember the last time I ran. I think it was for a bus to get to school.
Oh, but you did do London to Brighton.
I did do London to Brighton.
That's an achievement. That is an achievement.
I actually
last time I ran
next year as well.
I love that. Love that for you. I think you definitely should.
I'm totally doing it again next year. I'm going to do 10. That's my aim now. After doing 1, I'm going to do 10, and then I'm going to retire. I was going
to say, you're going to just do one every year for the next 10 years.
Yeah, well, I waited until I was 40 to do the first one, so I'm going to get the next 10 in, and then never do it again. I'm going to throw my bike away.
Oh my God. No, do you know what? After you've done that, you might as well start up some kind of what's a triathlon? Where you do the running, the swimming, and the cycling.
That'd be the last thing he ever does.
I can't swim, so I will die. But yeah, maybe I could learn to swim.
Anyone can swim. You just have to fill up your lungs and then just move your arms around, and then you go forward.
I do fill up my lungs, but generally with seawater. No, no. I don't believe I'll float. That's the problem, and then I just panic and die.
That's fair.
Ian, apart from eating melon and shooting arrows at the stars, what are your hobbies?
As you know, I like to ride bicycles, not as long a distance as London to Brighton. I like to ride them in short bursts of speed towards jumps or down hills, or on the back wheel for a little while. That's kind of more my speed of bicycles. I like other stuff too.
We share the hobby of playing guitar.
Yeah, Jitas. I love playing Jitas. But other instruments too, but guitar's the one that really vibes with me. I thoroughly enjoy guitars and making stuff up on them relentlessly, as you know. Very rarely learning a real song.
How'd you get into playing guitar?
My mother sent me a guitar. She bought me a guitar and sent it to me, and it sat in the corner of my house doing nothing for about 6 months. And then I had a visitor from some dude who I know called Ryan. And he said, "Oh, you got a guitar?" I was like, "Yes." And it was all brand new in the box still. And got it out and tuned it. And yeah, I started to learn after you played it a bit, I believe.
Actually, I remember that slightly differently. I think you said, "Ryan, you're really handsome and talented. Can you teach me something on the guitar?"
Yeah, you did. You definitely taught me the ow first thing.
What the?
Yeah, definitely.
Taught
me the first thing for sure. But also one thing that I do like to do that I haven't done for ages is toy cars.
Cars.
Remote control cars. Thoroughly enjoy those. Ones that you can wreck, drive through the mud, and just generally destroy and then fix and then to go and destroy again. That's fun. Not done that for a while.
Don't forget you're also a gym bro.
I am a gym bro. I love gym, but do you know what? I'm starting to feel like it's more of a lifestyle than a hobby. Yeah, because sometimes I don't even want to go. I don't want to go, and then I go. It's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Can relate.
Yeah, I do thoroughly enjoy that. I'd like to say running and stuff, but I don't.
And don't forget, there's a plethora of fishing equipment currently sat in our kitchen. You're also a fisherman.
Yeah, I do like fishing. Fishing is a great pastime as well. I like rivers, don't like carp fishing and all that stuff. I don't like it. It's boring to go and sit by the side of a lake in the same spot for like 3 days at a time. People do it, week in and week out, and it's not fun. I don't enjoy that. But yeah, hit the rivers up. I get a nice variety of things and yeah, walk up and down the rivers catching little fishies. It's fun.
Yes, I like doing that. Oh, and paddleboarding. I like doing that. I forgot to mention that.
Nice.
Sorry. You made me remind me by the fishing and paddleboarding.
We didn't get to do any of that this summer.
No,
Hopefully
I know.
next year.
I don't like doing it in the ocean. That's why it needs to be a river thing. But I need to get a license because otherwise you're a pirate. A river.
Oh my god, is that real?
I know.
How
No,
wild
it's
is it to have to get a license to just go onto water? Like,
and fish.
so crazy.
Fish
to
and
me.
paddleboard.
Fishing, yeah. It's just a way. It's just a way of earning money from people, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they take away all your stuff if you get caught without it. But yes, that's why I didn't go this year because I didn't have a license. So that's sad.
Yeah.
Put one out. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It was just.
I think we did. I think we had exhausted all of Ian's hobbies anyway.
Oh,
I doubt it. I'm sure he's got more.
I have got more.
He's got more.
Also, I'm quite an avid reader. I know you like to read
Yes,
too.
you are.
I know you two don't generally like the old booksicles and that, but I like to.
They just make me fall asleep.
I don't like storybooks. I like factual books. I can't really get into stories. I have to watch them in movie form.
Any amount of reading from a book will send me to sleep instantly. I can listen to something being read to me, but not read it myself.
Incredible.
Yeah, I can't.
What's your favourite book to read, Ian?
Oh, you know. I don't need to tell you twice.
Of course I know, but I thought that the listeners might like to know too.
Honestly, one of my favourite stories is The Hobbit. But I read all of Tolkien's books, love his work, all of it. But I like reading the Fellowship of the Ring, particularly because it's like the actual book. There's so much more than in the movie, and they've missed out some really great stories there. And I just thoroughly enjoy it. I like the very real nature of it, and yeah, it's just excellent storytelling.
I tried to read them, guys. Just saying, I am an avid reader, and I tried to read the Lord of the Rings books, and I tried to read The Hobbit. But for me, like, I think I'm quite an educated woman, but for me, it was a difficult read. Like, I couldn't get into it. I love the movies, but I can't get into reading. Language. It's just difficult.
It's English.
Yeah, Jessica is. I know where she gets that from now. Her uncle. So my Jessica loves the Hobbit stories. They're her favourite books. She reads them over and over again now.
I think it was written 90 years ago, almost.
Really?
Yeah.
One of her favourites.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can listen to that story.
We didn't. It's just this one now.
Oh, I didn't say mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cycling. I also like to do long distance cycling and jumping over dirty objects. Guitar. Play guitar. I've been playing guitar for about God knows how long, since I was about 15. So like 2 years.
Have you ever recorded?
I did record some things on YouTube, but I've recently got rid of them just in case people find them.
Oh.
I'm not very confident about it. I started to play guitar to impress my dad, who is like a really, really good guitar player. And unfortunately, he's not really, really good at expressing pride in my achievements. So it didn't really work. But yeah, what else? Cycling.
If he listens to this, that's going to really hurt his feelings.
I'd be surprised if he hears it because he's not alive.
Oh my god, sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, I'm the worst.
No, it's fine. Yeah, gym. I recently started doing gym. Not quite as far along as these two absolute units, but I do enjoy it. And that is basically it for me, but outside of like drinking and playing games.
You could call it drinking, or you could just call it socialising. That's what I tend to call it. I'm like, it's socialising.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm on my own, so.
Socialising with myself and my bottle of beer.
Self-socialising.
Yeah, totes. No, actually, I'd just like to make it clear that I don't actually drink alone. That was a joke.
I don't think we should cut that bit into it, though. I think that people should think that you just sit there and drink alone.
Yeah. No, I refuse to even drink water alone. That's why I'm always dehydrated.
You should drink your water, Ryan. Come on now.
I try.
2 litres a day. You should just always have a bottle next to you.
Count.
No.
I do literally have a bottle of water next to me right now.
That's good. Do you know what? That's more than I've got because my partner hasn't brought me my bottle of water because apparently I can't look after myself either.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think my bottle is still sitting in the baby bag from when we went out shopping.
Oh, how many hours ago was that?
A long time ago.
We can totally take a break if anyone needs to hydrate.
Well, Ralph's already hydrated, but luckily I don't think anyone heard it, so I'm just going back to sleep on my lap.
Right. You could probably grab some water. I might put on the kettle for having a break.
Yeah, it can take
Can you get something for me to hydrate myself with, please?
Yeah, I'm going to put the kettle on and charge up my headphones for 5 minutes. I don't lose connection. And I shall be back.
Join us for part 2 shortly.
Enjoy the
Here's a word from our sponsors. Oh, there's someone at the door. Oh, it's Ian. Oh, nice to see you. What a surprise.
Everybody.
Welcome back. And welcome back to the second half of the pod. So, going to do some more fun questions that aren't so serious. If that's okay with everybody else.
Oh, I'd love that.
Let's do it.
Cool. So, start it off with a classic. If you had a superhero power, what would it be? Ian?
If I could save time in a bottle, then that would be the first thing I could do.
Jim Croce, yeah.
Is that so you could drink time?
Yeah.
Why would you want to drink time?
It's refreshing.
Yeah. Never gets old then, does it?
No, but really, what would be your superhero power?
That's a really tough one. You caught me by surprise with that. I'd say I think speed. Super fast man.
Super fast man? Yeah, because you'd save so much time on travel.
Yeah. Fast man.
But I wonder,
equally,
would you still burn the same amount of calories if you were going to...
It depends.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to eat constantly.
If you watch The Boys, Speedy Man in The Boys, he has to eat something like 30,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
So you'd be cutting your calories, really.
Yeah.
Mm.
But no, thinking about it, Speedy Man's no good because it takes the fun out of everything fast.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, you might like my idea for a superhero power then. Which would be to be able to pause time.
Yeah.
So does your time pause, or does everyone else's time pause as well?
Everybody else's, like, everyone would be frozen and you could go about doing whatever you wanted. Does anyone remember the TV program Bernard's Watch?
No.
It was a kid's TV program where he had a stopwatch and he could stop time, but that kid wasted it.
Yeah.
He'd do it. It'd be like to do his homework and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to do my homework. I better pause time. I'm an idiot. I think I actually would be a super villain with that power.
Yeah. Do you know what I do? The first thing I do, I spend a whole day like waiting just as someone's about to sit on a chair. I'd pause time and put it in front of them.
Yeah, it's kind of like Loki, a bit of mischief with that.
Yeah, for day one at least.
Yeah, I think I'd rob a few banks and drive around in some supercars and do some other things that probably can't be mentioned in a PG podcast.
Yeah, are we keeping this PG, guys? No swearing.
Are we? That's too late for that.
Catherine, what would your superpower be?
I don't know. I've never ever thought about it, to be honest. I'm not really sure what is the category of superpowers either. But I'd probably wouldn't mind. Like, I like the idea of the invisibility. I suppose that would be fun, or maybe like
that
flying.
Is another good one.
Yeah, invisibility and being able to fly. Because but then
what in a combo?
Yeah, maybe I'd like more than one, possibly.
But then you go, watch everybody. I'm going to fly, and then you turn invisible, and no one will believe you that you could fly.
She's just turned invisible. Well, she's not flying.
Flying or invisibility. I could just go anywhere I wanted if I could fly, and I like the idea of that. You know.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a good one.
But yeah, I've never had much thought into it, so I guess
for me at least,
difficult to say.
Teleportation trumps flying.
Is that a superpower though?
Yeah, could be whatever you want, I guess.
Teleportation.
Make up your own superpower.
Oh, so like, what about like time travel then? Could that be like a superpower?
Oh yeah, Dr. Strange. Right. He time travels, right?
Yeah, but is that so even that would be pretty good, I think. I wouldn't mind that.
Oops, sorry. Phone go out.
You could have the superpower of being able to choose one superpower. That would be awesome.
Yeah, no, like I say, I'd want them all.
Greed.
Or at least, yeah, maybe. It's just a lot, not indecisiveness, isn't it? I just don't know. I'd need to.
Amber.
That's a bit of a weird one, like, because first things first, like when you first said what would your superpower be, I thought, just like infinite money, you know, be a great world. Like, that's not a superpower. So I think that it would be the ability to make things grow. Does that make sense? So like, I could have seeds and I could just grow quickly, like tons and tons of food.
Like Poison Ivy on Batman.
Yeah. Is that what she does? I don't know. But like, you could basically cure world hunger, you know, by being able to produce more food for everyone. That makes sense.
I'm really guilty about mine now.
But I don't think that. I mean, like, can you imagine? So the infinite, like, let's face it, I literally just said I want infinite money. But if I could just grow loads of shit, I could sell loads of shit, and then I could make loads of money. So, you know, I'm curing world hunger at a price. But no, I feel like, you know, wouldn't it be nice to be able to just always have a bunch of flowers in your home that you grew yourself out of nothing?
That's
so lame. Oh my god, it's so lame. What a lame superpower. But that's
No.
probably what I would have.
If you think about it, if you really dig into that, then it's actually really good because, like, if you could just immediately grow anything, like say you needed to get up high really fast or something, like you want to save someone from a burning building, you could totally just grow a tree directly below you, drop a
Yeah.
seed, grow a tree, go up.
That green sprout.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You grow a
exactly.
vine,
Yeah.
swing
I
back
wanted
down.
to go and
That's
visit a
fucking Tarzan.
giant in the sky. Yeah. I think that'd be cool.
Nice.
So what was yours then, Roy?
Oh, mine was to pause time, but I think we'd make a really good Avengers style group with all our powers together.
Yeah. What's the next question?
Revengers.
Scavengers.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Right. Next random question. What is the biggest animal you could beat in a fight?
Oh, that's fun.
That's a tough one.
Some animals are really strong. Like, look at kangaroos. They're not that massive. They're like, what, human size? And they're so strong.
Quite big though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Have you seen the muscles on them things though?
Yeah.
Like a chimpanzee would tear your face off. They're so strong, but they're little compared to you. You know?
I'm going capybara because I don't want anything.
So cute.
I don't want anything that's going to come back at me. I reckon you want something you're going to knock out in one go.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the giant guinea pig, the capybara.
I can't even fight a spider out of me, so I probably would not have an answer for this question. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to fight an animal. To be honest, I would not do.
If he knocks on your door, if he knocks on your door and is like, "Listen, Catherine, we're fighting right now."
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't answer the door for a start.
That is a really good.
And that's exactly how I would have handled that situation.
Yeah, I mean, any spider big enough to knock the door.
The best fight is the one you don't get in the first place.
Yeah.
Exactly. I will be winning, won't I?
Well,
anybody else got a random question that doesn't really have an answer?
It's a good one. Oh, you know what? This is a classic one.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your perfect day? And let's not go too deep here, guys. Let's just keep it light and fun.
Yeah. Try to think of something non-sexual.
Sorry, I took it away from you, really.
I mean, it can be sexual. Like, why do you have to keep it non-sexual?
That's really tricky. Like somewhere nice and warm. So it'd be in a foreign country, like a nice beach holiday location. Playing games. Drinking like some exotic cocktail, like shandy.
Sure. Shandy.
Pina colada.
With an umbrella.
With the company of a slutty woman.
Slutty woman.
Yeah, that's just be, I don't want to be making an effort on my perfect day.
Oh, no. Fair. I understand. Catherine, what would be your perfect day?
I don't know. I think I have two options that come to mind.
Oh, Mrs. Decisive over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm very. I think my perfect day is with all of my bambinos and family members, you know, having a nice meal and just being together, you know. I guess thinking back at things, you know, like going to grandma's and having all the family there, you know, them kind of days. But then also horse riding. I'd like to just jump on a horse and spend the day riding and by myself. They are
I was
too.
going to say by yourself. I think that's definitely. You're always torn, aren't you? When you're a parent.
I myself.
And days
Yes,
with your children and days on your own.
Pisces, that is. I like to be around everybody, but I also like to have my own space. It's a Pisces.
I think also you haven't been on your own for 24 years or something. 23 years.
Yes, I do value the time when I am by myself. Yes, very much.
Cool.
But yeah, they're very boring answers, but they are what they are.
Go on, Ian. What's your perfect day?
Well,
And make it non-sexual,
okay.
please.
Okay, so my perfect half a day. I'd like to first thing get up, go and do a fucking flat out gym sesh, get a fucking lovely pump on for the day. Then get a bit of a sweat on, run home. You know what I mean? So I've done my good bits. That's done. Then I'd just get on the fucking train or the plane, either or. Go over to the dam, the old Amsterdam, and have a little something to make the morning more interesting, and go home again.
Like a pancake.
Yeah, pancake.
Yeah, or a brownie.
A schnitzel.
Yes, schnitzel and a pancake. And then come home again, and then I think probably have a bike ride next. Somewhere, like, you know where they have the ski slopes to drag your bike up? Like them things. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but they haven't ski slopes, but you get them at bike parks where they drag your bike to the top. Yeah. So you don't have to do any of the uphill riding.
You can just go down.
Yep. Do a few lovely trails.
Yeah.
Like the jumps.
I like going down too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you just say to me? I thought you said I wasn't allowed to discuss the second half of it.
I like going down the slope.
Yeah, so then get that bit done, and then after that, I was just chill, I think. Chill with the old woman. Hopefully the kids will be knackered as well. They've been off doing their own shit while we've been busy. And then we're all
Other adult has been responsible for them.
Yeah, we can. Do you know what? That would be perfect. Is it? Everyone goes to the beach. We all go to the beach after, have a little dip in the sea. Somewhere nice and clean and like quite shallow, so it doesn't just drop off. So we're safe and comfortable with the kids in the water and that.
Yeah. That's so many hours. That's a long old day. That one is that like a 24-hour day with no sleep?
Yes.
He's got super speed as well.
So
with
don't
bike,
forget, like,
right? Of course, yeah.
Run across the ocean and that to get where I'm going.
Nice.
Can I amend mine to something slightly less scumbaggy?
Oh, go on then. You can have two options. You can have your scumbag.
Yeah.
I had two options. Yeah.
Another day.
Yeah. Because actually, like, it's a day I've actually had quite a lot of times, but I really enjoy. Is when I was a kid. My dad was a truck driver, a lorry driver, and I'd get to go out with him in the lorry some days, and I always really, really loved those days. So that would be my slightly less horrendous answer.
Oh, so they're the days you love.
Yeah, spend a day out in the lorry with my dad driving to some random place.
Yeah, I used to like.
They were my summer punishment. That was when I was bad. I used to get sent off to work with my dad.
Yeah, I'd hate that because it meant I couldn't go.
Yeah, you couldn't go, and I would be sent there. It would spend a 6 weeks holiday working with your dad. Great.
Yeah. What about you, Amber? What's your day?
Oh God. I'm like Catherine. Like there'd be 2 days. One day where, I'm with all of my children and my stepchildren and the family, and the day when I'm just on my own.
Yeah, see, I tried to combine the two. I think you should you shouldn't have the choice. You got to try and make it all fit.
All right then. If you're going to be precise on this,
But don't forget, you can grow whatever you want. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, can I grow a clone of me so that my clone Amber can feed Ralph all day?
That's a good super. That's a good.
I'm not growing humans. I understand. No, it's difficult because I'm like really struggling with the contradictions of needing to be by myself and untouched, and then when I'm not carrying a baby or playing with Jer, then I feel like I'm not being a good parent. So probably my favourite day would be all the kids were still around, but they just weren't being assholes.
Just perfectly behaved.
Yeah, just being really nice to on the go and do it. Yeah, and we just go and do some fun things.
That's a totally natural parental want. I identify with that.
Yeah, like at the beach. We know I like to be at the beach. I loved doing that boogie boarding in the summer, and I loved the joy that it gave the kids as well. So yeah, something like that. Somewhere close to home, so we weren't too far away. And we could all come home and, have dinner together and all collapse on the sofa. And again, like in my head, this is the case that every weekend when we have all the kids here, I always think, oh, it's going to be lovely and fun and we're going to bond together. Everyone does their own thing. No one talks to each other nicely. We all end up in separate rooms. But,
Yeah, but that is a normal part of life. Yeah. It's the little things in between that make it the good day.
It's a small moment. It's a small moment.
It's just an age thing right now. It will pass. And then it'll be something new.
But then also on my favourite day, I go and get a massage. That'd be nice.
When I think about that, what I wouldn't do for a massage.
It's a nice day. Yeah. It's a nice day.
Yeah. That's a long answer, guys. Sorry.
No, it's a fair answer. Any other random questions anybody else has thought of? Ian, did you have a random question?
No.
Well, think of one immediately.
Okay.
I have the biggest tricep pump on right now, though. I don't know what's going on with that. Because I trained triceps yesterday.
Probably.
Nice.
I did. Jesus, I've got a good one actually for the gym goers.
Mm-hmm.
If you could only,
I'll sit this one out then.
If you could only train push or pull ever again out of the two, what would you choose?
Push.
It's really hard because deadlifts are on my pull day.
Same. So my immediate thought when I thought about it was push, because I love the pump. I love the fucking shoulder pump, chest pump. It's great. It's awesome. You get the triceps going on, like it's fucking awesome. But
what about back?
And back, like when you get that, you know the one. You can't even pull your shoulders back because your back's like trying to fold you in half forward.
Yeah, no, I suppose that is tricky because I do like a bicep pump. But I don't know.
Rows, cable rows.
So I don't
love them.
I don't understand what you're talking about. But the only thing I like in the gym is legs. That's my favourite. It's doing the legs. That's the only reason I ever want to go.
Such a lady.
I don't know what it is. Huh?
Like, are you?
So just such a lady,
Catherine. Are you scared of getting too big in the gym? I mean, too bulky, unmanly.
No, I'm just scared to go to the gym. But that's a separate story.
You can totally go as a group, so you feel less alone.
Yeah, it was so fun when me and you went together, Catherine. Do you remember that circuit that we did?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was good, apart from anything to do with my arms, really. But I'm not strong in my arms. I'm very weak, so I don't enjoy that. But I love legs.
You can change that though.
I might not want to. I've never had any upper body strength ever in my whole life, so I don't see how that would change. Always been a weakling. Like if I was dangling off a bridge and I needed to save my own life, I would not be able to.
Yeah.
You always have to start training upper body and then progressively overload over time, and then you would have upper body strength.
If I was dangling off a bridge, I'd do a couple of pull-ups before I saved myself.
So
They couldn't even do that. I
totally
just,
wouldn't. I'm terrible at pull-ups, so that was a lie.
I've
I
never
really
done an unassisted pull-up. I'm still working towards that, guys.
So I have no idea what all of these words you were saying previously. Sorry for interrupting. I just thought I'd make that clear. I was very confused. And I love legs. That's my contribution. Let's just sit back. Carry on.
What are you creeping on me for, bro? Ew. What are you doing down there?
what are you talking about?
I don't know how to actually control my character to make it do things. So when you do weird shit like that, it really freaks me out.
Just because there's a double bed there doesn't mean it needs to be used.
No.
Especially in like Minecraft, kind of Minecraft porn would not be good to watch.
Yeah, it does feel a little awkward.
But yeah, considering that's your brother as well, it's probably a bit
Exactly, yeah, it is.
How do you think I felt the other day in the bloody trial chamber with you two?
How you feel about this?
Tell around everyone else.
Oh my god. I'm leaving.
Speaking of perfect day.
Should we leave? I think we should just go.
I think just let them.
Look at
so cute.
No one's watching.
Yeah,
being so wooed, naughty.
family members to watch really.
We're watching next question anyway. Have you finished talking about the gym, or was there more?
There's no gym-related questions.
I think that the question was, would you, if you could only train push or pull, what would it be? But I think that as avid gym goers that we are, and we're going to make people think that we are avid gym goers, you can't choose. You just can't.
So do the legs fall under any of them categories? Like, just curious.
No, not really. Like, there's a little bit of legs in pull because a lot of the time deadlifts come under pull. But
surely, like when you're doing legs, you're pushing up with your legs.
What about when you put
just a general gym bro workout split would be push pull legs. The legs has its own day, unless you're like 50% a gym bro, so you just don't train leg. And do you know what? You do you home. If you want to have skinny legs, that's fine.
I don't know. I go to the gym and all I do is legs.
I saw a meme that said, you push a door or you pull a door, you never leg a door, so stop training legs.
Depends on the mood, I suppose.
I love training legs. I love training legs.
I can't believe you just said that. I'm glad that we've got that on recording. I'm going to remind you of that next time. You're like, I don't want to train legs.
I've got it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is my leg day. But I've got to the point where I'm pushing and I'm getting after. I'm like over halfway down the stack on some of the machines for legs, and I'm like, repping 70 on deadlift. Yeah, but I like it when you get to the top of the stairs, and I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get out of the gym? Do you remember, Catherine, before I started to go to the gym?
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it was for me to get in the gym? I'll be honest, the only reason I'd done it initially was because Ryan was going as well. And I would not have gone so often because it was so difficult to be there. I felt so out of place. Imagine being in that place like everyone is bigger than you, like not just the men.
It's fine.
But women.
Imagine being in that place when you're very overweight and old and everybody is slim and toned and
the thing is, I felt exactly the same as Ian because I was super skinny before I started going to the gym. But people are really friendly and they're really supportive for the most part.
Well, yeah. I think that
it's a really good community.
Yeah.
Depending
especially the more muscular people, because they're the ones that have been going for a long time and they're the most humble and the ones that are more welcoming because they want more people to do it.
Yep.
I didn't experience that, I must admit.
If it's because you didn't look for it.
I didn't look for anything. I was just there to do what I needed to do, but I don't like the looks you get. Or like some people that clearly go a lot would just think that they have priority over things. So like, I'd go to use something and they would just walk in front of you and start using it, knowing full well you were about to start. Like, it's that kind of thing that I didn't like about where I went. And I was also trying to get Billy there too, don't forget. And,
I think that
very
it's too
challenging.
much for Billy. Yeah, definitely. I think that Billy would be better off. There's so many, do you know what? There's so many personal trainers out there that have got their own little setups in their garages and stuff.
We should very quickly mention that going to the gym is not a fucking solo weight loss thing. It's not going to help if weight loss is your kid. Can we very, very quickly before we finish this? And I wanted to say this earlier when we were talking about games, but then we sort of moved past it and I forgot. I know you have, Catherine. Anyone else seen the Pale Garden coming up for Minecraft?
No.
A new biome where it's like everything's there's no colour in it. It's like white and greys and very ashy and like that sort of thing. Apparently there's going to be mansions there as well. And there's a new creature coming. It's like weird three-eyed tree monster that is still when you're not looking at him. Well, when you look at him he stays still, but when you turn away he starts coming towards you. I don't know.
Like the weeping angels in Doctor Who. You know, when you look at them, and if you take your eyes off of them, then they come and get you.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it looks good.
So definitely something to look out for. I've really enjoyed this little sesh.
Me too. This is the latest I've stayed up for a long time, so
pay for that tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but I've enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys, and thanks to everyone who has listened and watched. And don't forget to tune in for the next episode of our Minecraft series and the next pod.
And where can you find us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
where can you find us, guys?
Details of all the socials and that.
Yeah, so with Very British Gaming, you find us quite easily on YouTube as Very British Gaming, and we're on Instagram. Annoyingly, we're on Instagram as Teedringers Gaming. Same logos and a lot of the same videos as YouTube, so you can find us that way. Unfortunately, someone else has got Very British Gaming on Instagram and they don't use it. It's just locked up. Yeah, and
we're on TikTok too, aren't we?
We're also on TikTok, yeah, and that is Very British Gaming on TikTok. So again, you can find us there. Most of our Minecraft episodes are there. We're not as consistent on TikTok. Essentially, YouTube's our home, but you know we're still present on the Toks and the Instas. Also Spotify, where we will start posting these pods. So yeah, get caught up. Come and watch our videos. Go to Spotify.
Smash like and subscribe, and we'll catch you all next time. Say bye, everyone.
Oh no, hold up! Right. You didn't mention your charity thing.
Oh no, I think that this is your guys' podcast. Like Ian, this is your original idea. Ryan, you're looking after it, and I don't want to plug all of my socials.
That's what this is for. You can definitely do that.
Like, no, this is the gaming community. I don't want to be that person. Maybe later, you know, if it's discussed, then for sure. But otherwise,
you've got to.
Okay, I'm Amber Lucet on Instagram. You can find me on there. I also do blogging now. You can read my blog too.
Where's the blog hosted?
That's a good question. It's amberlucet.blogspot.com. Yeah. I think, but you could probably find it on my Instagram anyway. I am I will soon be a qualified personal trainer, and I'll be offering online coaching solutions. And I'm also fundraising for Tommies at the moment, who are the birth, pregnancy and baby charity. And again, like, if you find my Insta at AmberLuFit, you'll find my Just Giving page if you wanted to donate. So there you go, Ryan. If you want to chat that in there, feel free. But if you don't, please don't feel like you have to.
No, I will. I definitely will. And as somebody who's benefited from an Amberloo fitness plan, I can highly recommend it.
Thanks.
Same. Fucking absolute weapon, mate.
Stop it, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.